Alright, let's get started, guys. So, I'm going to be the most basic bitch and remove expositioner. Normal difficulty. Let's get it. No one asked you to. Anyways, let's go. If you are a fan of the game already and you know this game, combat's great, everything's great, but we all know what you're here for, what you just expect when you play this game. For me personally, there's a lot that goes into it when it comes to me becoming a fan of this game. But one of the biggest things is the fact that it's just so special to me. It pulled me out of I don't want to skip anything. So yeah, it pulled me out of a really dark time. I actually was dealing with some really horrible personal stuff with the injury from work and just some also personal stuff going on in my life. That just this game, I think when I first played it, it was good and decent. Everything was going well, I would think, for me relatively to how my life's really been. But going back to see basically at a point in the game where I mean, a lot of people, I'm sure, got angry. A part of this game that happens about a couple hours in, and I literally just stopped playing, and it was probably like July, June, and I had an injury at work, and I was stuck at home, and I think I just turned on the Game Awards and seen it totally sweep and win everything, and I was like, well, let me go give this game a second chance, which I knew was a good game. It hooked me from the beginning, and I just stopped playing for whatever reason, and then all of a sudden, I just decided to play it, finish it, and literally for the next 3 or 4 weeks, I did nothing but sit at home and play this game, and it means a lot to me. So,
hey, you said it, not me.
Stories peak.
You're supposed to be helping with the festival.
With what?
So I'm kind of talking over a little bit of it. I'm gonna kind of explain what's going on. Basically, there's some kind of quote-unquote festival that's going on about something. I don't know if they even spoken of it. But he's stressed about something. He's supposed to meet somebody, and we'll see why and who. Talking about this person called the Paintress that we'll get into her in a little bit. There's a big old, what they call monolith. There's a big mountain wall across the sea that has a number on it. We'll see what the number means later. This is a lot that they start you off with that pulls you in. And not to mention the wonderful voice performances of basically every single main character in this game. Was literally voiced to perfection. I don't know. I feel like they made these characters physically, with their voices, emotionally, just literally with the voice actors in mind, because it's just the most perfect voice casting I think I've seen in a game in a very long time. I know that obviously there's a lot more examples out there that I probably haven't played, but.
Sounds about set, so be direct. Hey, Soph, been a while. Could we?
Maybe you never played it. If you're into RPGs, you're into good stories, this is literally, I can't think of a better example, at least in the last 10 years. I know there's some out there, but me personally, can't beat it. So, alright, let's get into it. So let's grab this flower here. We got a flower for Sophie. We don't know who she is yet. We probably know who she is, but say it's a little ex-love interest of myself.
Right, let's go.
Oh my gosh, she's so fast. Look how fast she is, bro. I came in like this. They made her like unnaturally fast. This game is just the exploration in this game is, it's not like where every nook and cranny you come across you're gonna find something that's valuable or whatever, but it's enough to incentivize you to jump around and check all the corners and the split pass. Speaking of split passes, another thing you might notice, there's no mini map, which when I first started playing this game, it threw me for a loop. That and the game I played a couple of years ago that I might have seen or played or heard of, it's Wukong. And that game with no map, I got lost all the time. In this game, I tend to get lost sometimes, so there might be a time or two that I might go down one path and get into battle and then get out of it and turn around on accident and then end up somewhere I'm not supposed to be or back where I started. He looked tense. This fight.
No.
Come on, it'll loosen you up. You can't go and see Sophie all somber and
I can do whatever the hell I want.
And if you win,
You're a
I'll
child.
give you
Don't tell me what to
something you
do.
can use with your Lumina converter.
All right, you're on.
Just watch this pro gamer. I got one perfect. It's not bad. So they were trying to meet her up, and then you have both parries and dodges. Parry's a little bit harder to hit on time because you have to literally time it almost perfectly, exactly when you're supposed to. Dodges give you a little bit of leeway. So unfortunately, I don't have enough thingies, so I'm gonna have to use a regular attack and hopefully not die to this little 16-year-old girl. Guys, I'm still, I haven't played the game in a while. So we can finally hit our overcharge, and this should end the battle. For those who come after, what a phrase. Like, it's that phrase is like, there's so much little things that
Now, don't you feel better? I see your
have
smile.
better context later or more important context later. And of course, the
Alright,
story is
now,
just
I saw her.
you know something, you think you figure something out, and then it's just the twist in this game is just amazing. Into talking about my YouTube channel, eventually I'm trying to get to the point where a friend of mine who's supposed to start his channel is going to do Let's Plays as well, and we want to basically be able to hop on each other's recordings where we can discuss it together instead of one person just talking to themselves. To have that he hasn't played this game yet, and I tried to get him to play it on his PlayStation, but for whatever reason he forgot he doesn't have a disc drive on his PlayStation, so it didn't work. So I want to get him to basically play his first reaction on this game, and me play with him. If he needs any help, whatever, or I can help him out, learning stuff and understanding the combat and stuff. And I would just like to be there to watch him experience this game for the first time. So if you haven't played this game and you like video games, so if you like video games and you like a good story, even if it's to you basic combat, which is not what you get so deep, and the more they add to it, it's just amazing. But you need to play this game. It's just a necessity. This cutscene speaks for itself.
There's always room.
You know,
I
I'm
missed you.
sorry that I
You
missed
don't
you.
need to. Okay.
You go.
No.
You know how I feel. I wish things had been. I often think another path and another future.
Still can't finish your sentences, can you?
Yep, that hasn't changed.
I missed that. I never faulted you for wanting to believe. You're fighting to change things.
See, that's just one of those things. Why did he do that? Why did he, little child, walk by and give her a somber look and a nod?
In a different world, right?
In a different world, huh?
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
Still his future, huh? Interesting.
Stubborn people change the world. And you are the most stubborn person I know. Thank you. Walk me to the harbor?
Alright, so it's gonna be kind of back and forth between these two characters. This is a beautiful town, and just a little background on the game. But this game was literally made by a team of, I think, it's like, I don't know the exact number, but it's like at the most 5 to 10 people worked on this game. Literally, I think there were devs for I can't remember what developer it was, but it was one of the main developers. And just for whatever reason, or I think it was like there was a French team, and just they went on their own and wanted to make their own game and came with this masterpiece. It's just crazy. It's just what they were able to do. And like I've actually went back and looked at kind of like I won't say beta, but their initial, like what the game initially looked like when they first was coming up with the concept and actually making it. Just looking at a few years after starting it, make this game, the love and the effort they put into this game, it's just ridiculous. You don't see this from major developers, and it's been theorized that they're actually going to change the gaming industry, where it's not just about pumping out games that going to sell subscriptions. They're going to cater to the audiences that they know will bring in money. They're going to spend money on DLCs and bonus packs and shit like that. Luna's playing.
You two would make a cute couple. Sometimes I feel sorry for her.
Who? The paintress?
But just hope this game does what it should do, and just make the game industry better. And especially if they come out with a sequel to this game or another game, whatever they decide to do, and they do the same thing over again, that's something special, and I hope they can do it. But they got a lot to live up to. So they got this weird guy over here. I don't know if I should really mess with him. He's some kind of mime wearing a French outfit. So we're gonna take care of him. He's weird.
Hello? Gustav, help!
So basically, the deal with this guy is you gotta break him by. I almost had it. About parrying all of his attack and hit him with a counter attack, which they have break bars that when you stop him from attacking, and for some reason they make these guys where you have to break them to really do damage. They'll do 10, 20 damage when you should be ideally doing 100. So you gotta get past that and do that. Let me turn this down again because this can get pretty loud sometimes. Go there. Alright, that sounds better. Silence. Silence side effect, Prince character using skills. That's just great. Can't do nothing. I'm about to die. So if you're going to see my first death, what I need to do is I need to get one of those things that people have live stream do and have a death counter. Because this kind of game, I'm going to figure that out for the next stream. How to do a kill counter for this game. Because there will be a lot of that. Let's leave this alone time. Nah, bro. We ain't doing that. He's going to get it. And the music in this game is just freaking A tier. Alright. I was doing 5 damage. You do literally 1 and 2 damage. So close. And just for the record, I have played this game once, but I did put a good 60-70 hours into it, which might not seem like a lot for an RPG, but this game, I think if you just breeze through the story, you can literally breeze through the story in this game in 20 hours. If that. That's if you actually go around and kind of explore in a little bit and you fight every enemy. You get like 25 hours is the most out of this game. But if you really put the effort in, and once you get to a certain point, you will literally want to explore every single corner of this world that you're about to be in. Alright, so we're I guess we're going to do overcharge. I don't deserve to be able to do this right now because I'm sucking and not parrying anything. So now he's broken. Oh, sorry, stunned, but it's the same thing, broken. So he's stunned, and I can literally attack him again, and damn, he's done. See, the last time was a fluke. Second time's a charm. And the cool thing is, he gives you something cool.
Something on its body.
He gives you the music disc, but if you go back to, if you fight another one of them, he will give you an outfit, which is basically the outfit he's wearing, and each character you'll come across in this game will get their own if you beat them all. Best talk to people. I don't think I've ever really. I think the first time I played this game, I kind of talked to most people, but no, it's just.
Why? Aren't you enjoying the show?
The show's great, but etching chroma onto your skin.
So basically, these people are demonstrating basically what this game's system is when it comes to equipping abilities. They're kind of using them as entertainment and stuff, but we'll use them a lot more correctly and efficiently later.
Picked up pretty easily if you change your mind.
Yep. And also, of course, most abilities in the RPG, you can equip them. There's so many different combinations of what they said, pictos, which is the name of them, that you can have together to build just all kinds of different. That's why it goes again to the combat being built off something so basic, but yet there's so much to it that just makes it better than like most of those complicated ones that you see in like a lot of action RPGs that are very action focused.
Take care during the expedition.
A lot of these open world games, which this one does turn into an open world game eventually. It takes a little while to get everything unlocked and accessible, but they add so much to it, just different things to find. And this game has something to find on the side. We'll get into one of them, I guess, pretty soon. We're gonna get to the main course. So again, this gives a little background if you haven't. This is a festival that they do every year. For whatever reason, for this festival, people leave. They go somewhere. They get sent somewhere, I guess you can say. And it's kind of a little somber. You had that one child that gave her that look and a sad nod. So we're gonna find out why. We're gonna find out what the gommage really means. Do you want to head to harbor? Yeah, I think we'll get in. Go. Stop. What was that? You good, bro? Enjoy. I'm gonna put the controller down.
I see you're apprentices.
Oh.
We'll turn the volume up a little bit.
What?
Here, Sophie asked us to bring you your coat.
We sewed up the sleeves so you don't have to keep rolling it up.
You guys know how to sew?
Sophie helped us. Turns out it's not that hard. You really should have done this ages ago.
You did this?
Gentlemen, that was supposed to be between us. I wanted to do something for you.
Thanks, guys. This is great. Thank you.
See you at the festival?
Don't leave without saying goodbye.
Of course not. What? I know that face.
You mean a lot to them. I can tell.
They mean a lot to me too. Legacy can take many forms, right? You told me that.
Right.
Why?
I wanted to see you wearing it.
Oh, you like uniforms now.
Love this music.
This too is your legacy.
In a way, it's yours too.
There's the paintress. Everybody starts disappearing. Why?
I'm here.
That look of determination. Chills, bro. Just, even when I first played this video game, just that scene alone, just literally playing this game for, whatever, 20 minutes, maybe, tops. Just seeing that scene for the first time, I'm not gonna be ashamed to say I cried like a baby. It was so crazy. I don't know why, it's just the music, the performances from the motion capture, which is, again, perfectly played by Charlie Cox, aka Daredevil. He is just literally the perfect character. He's so flawed. We'll get into later on more about him, but it's just him as a character. I can't say much of it, much more than that, because there is a spoiler about him that I'm not going to mention. But the beginning of this game, he's the glue, and everyone else is adds so much to him as a character, and he's just amazing on his own. I can't think of a better character. There's a character later on in the game that maybe tops him.
5 tables.
I think more. It's really hard to say. I'll get into spoilers, but they're both are in a certain percentage of the game, one less than the other, and
Maybe later, I'll catch up.
that's so much I want to say, but I can't.
I'm okay. You go.
So we're gonna talk to some people, and that's important that we should make sure we do before we do anything else.
Check out.
Sure it works.
I've been working on this for months. It's my personal masterpiece.
So there's a Picto, which, if you didn't know, Pictos are something that Gustav here came up with. There's Lumina. Well, he came up with Lumina Converter, but they're basically magic spells. They give you abilities, and they're kind of new to how they work. And Gustav here, he's a scientist, so he's definitely experimented with them, and he knows them pretty well enough to focus his next expedition. And he thinks that the expedition he's going to be a part of is going to do what they need to do to stop what happened to his girlfriend and everybody else from happening. And just kind of go back to it, if you did notice that mountain in the back that was at 34 when I got changed to 33, that's because every time with the paintress was the character that was standing there with long hair, she erases that number and then paints a new number, and whoever is the age of that number when she paints it literally dusts away like Thanos snaps. Super sad, and they're trying to stop that. So there's a guy that's going to tell us the history of it, and we're going to kind of listen to him and let him teach you. So he got a token. We'll get more of them so we can give him one, but we'll need more tokens to do more stuff.
You won't regret it.
So he gave me a weird Pictos, which honestly I don't even remember where and how we use that, but I guess we'll come across that later. She asked me to buy something. I don't have any tokens, so I can't buy nothing from her. So I think she's going to do the same.
Perhaps one of these artifacts may prove useful to your mission.
Colette.
Relics from before the fracture.
because this game is just there's so much to it that I could literally, if someone told me, oh, I just finished this game, I finished Clair Obscur 33, I could literally talk to them for hours about this game. Fortunately, I don't have anybody that's really close to me that has played the game. Again, I tried to get my best friend to play it, and he hasn't been able to yet, but hopefully we'll get that on YouTube for you guys, and maybe I can promote it, and we can get some of you guys over there to check it out. So look for that in the future.
No way. Cautious is good. Money's no good out there anyway. Why are you trying to fleece me?
Because winning's fun. Come, let's play.
Oh, I guess I can't. I want to play some cards. You want to play some spades? Love spades.
So cool.
That's one thing I ain't done in a long time is hang out with some homies and just fucking do some beers and throw down some spades.
I just finished.
Some of my favorite memories as a young adult was sitting around next to the campfire with a big light on playing spades in the backyard.
Hey,
Well, it's Lune. I haven't noticed anything. You know her better. Have you talked to her?
no, she doesn't like people prying. I've known her since we were 6. She hates personal questions.
Oh, right. You were both apprenticed to her parents.
Pinky up. Shout out Patrick.
Let's just say they ran a tight ship.
I can imagine.
Ring around the random dude. Anyways, then we're gonna talk to these little children over here. They got something important for me. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna stand up for a minute because this seat hurts my butt.
You can tell us everything.
They'll definitely want that for the museum. The complete record of the expedition that
Shout out to
destroyed
my
the
backdrop,
Patriots.
aka the back wall of my room.
Oh, and if you find journals from the other expeditions, make sure you save them for us.
I shall faithfully record all our adventures, every strange and...
And Nevrons.
I can do that. And in return, do you solemnly promise to take care of the shield dome while I'm gone? I'm entrusting you with the safety of Lumiere.
Well, I do. I lost audio. Oh, we're good. Y'all didn't lose audio. I did. I just muted myself.
I promise.
Andrea,
I'll use everything you taught us, Monsieur G.
I should check on Maya. She's probably alone, as usual.
Also, one thing about this game, I mentioned it earlier, is very French. It is made by French people. I would say for French people, but I love the voice cast of the English dub so much that I know maybe one day I should at least watch the cutscenes in French just to catch their inflections. And it was initially, the game was developed by the French people with French voice actors in mind. They had a set way of how the character is supposed to be, and then of course when they get voice actors, and especially when most of the voice actors do the motion capture, which they hook them up and the characters look similar to them. But then again, I don't know. Maybe now I think about it, the fact that the character models, obviously this Charlie Cox he plays Daredevil and Marvel, and this is literally his face. It's just some little changes to it. So I don't know. Maybe it was made in mind to be for the English voice actor. I'll comment this, and hopefully y'all can leave a comment and maybe correct me on that. Alright, so we're gonna go to Mael. Because we need some more tokens, and I believe she'll give me one if I do something. So basically, Mael here is 16 years old. Every year it changes the number on there, so every year one person of a lesser age, oh, not one person, but people of that age will die, so every year will go down. And eventually it will catch up to Mael, who is 16. Gustav, obviously, they just killed all the 3-year-old people when they changed the number, so he's 32. He'll be Gamage next year, so he's basically everybody who's supposed to be Gamage next year is going to be going on this journey to try have their chance to try to end this for good. But Mael here is obviously 16, like I said, so she's got almost 10 years or so that she has to live. Oh, he just told me, sorry. 9 years to live her life, what she has of it. But yeah, she wants to go on this journey with them because Gustav here is basically her best brother and father she'll ever have, Tyr, and so she doesn't want to. If she feels like if she doesn't have him around, then she doesn't want to be alone anymore. She's been alone a lot during her life. I believe her parents died from a Gamage. I'm pretty sure they were a little older when they had her, so I think they were probably older, but they were like in their 40s probably when they had her. So she didn't have very many years with them, so she has abandonment issues, I think.
Lumiere is not my home. Besides, this way I can keep an eye on you forever.
Because she needs eyes everywhere.
Shush. You're lucky you have a sister who cares.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like she said, enough with the chit chat. Come on, old man, let's have a duel.
You're Pretty much this time, I'm not messing around.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that he's obviously 32 years old, but technically he's the oldest man alive. Oh, one also important thing about this game, to me personally, is the fact that guess how old I was when I played this game. 33 years old. Which is crazy. Obviously, the people on the mission are 32, so it'd be I don't know if it's more poetic or not if it was 33, or if it is more poetic that the game is called Expedition 33 and they're Expedition 33 and I'm 33 when they're technically 32, or if it would be more poetic if I was actually 32. Anyways, that's beside the point. It's still, it makes it even more special to me. It's like this game, again, it came out I think like May of last year and I didn't really dive into it, but then I passed the first 5 or 6 hours until end of December, and I'm mad as hell it took me that long. But then again, at the time it happened and what it meant to me, I wouldn't have changed anything. I wish I could experience it for the first time all over again. So with this battle versus the first one, I really need to focus on my parries and make sure I'm doing this correctly, because she will beat you up. I might even got frustrated the first time I played this. And what I'm gonna do is, I hate to say that I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna use dodge for a little while so I get my timing correct. Cause this is embarrassing. And I'm not afraid to say it. Where that was from? Okay, I'm about to use potions, ain't I? I think I can make one more, so I'm gonna use, oh, not that, sorry. I think I can, oh, I don't have enough. Let's do, no, there's no point not to. I'll get more before the next fight. Once you get in the flow of the game, it's better. Yeah, I've played this game in, what was it? Probably like 4 or 5 months at this point. So as you get back in it, it takes a little while to get your feet wet and figure everything out. But once you got it, and the timing, then we'll get more into it later, but the fact that, thank God, I thought I was about to die. But fortunately I am, because I don't have any more healing since, and I have a revived him, but it does me no good because I can't revive myself when I'm dead. Damn. Alright, hopefully I can, maybe, this might kill? If I freaking hit the button presses right. I literally gotta, it's only one attack. No! Death counter number 2. Let's continue.
My darling sister has arrived.
Oh, I'm gonna get wasted. Alright, so I would say bye, but I have stuff to do. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, she gave me a token. Oh, again, pay attention. I was talking about other shit. Alright, so we can either talk to one of these three and they'll give you stuff. So she, I guess, gives you some pitching glasses. Actually, you know what? She gives you an outfit or glasses or something. I'm gonna go talk to her.
One token is all I ask.
But anyways, let's get into it. We're not gonna lose this time. How about this? Simple as that. All looks so good for the home team. I don't like that. Alright, so we're definitely gonna do this time, right? So obviously that move does more with the more overcharge you have on your meter. But I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Damn it, so close. So far so good. I haven't had to use a potion yet. Do this right. Yeah. Damn it! Oh, should I do... Would low charge kill? I guess, oh, I don't have potion anyway. Oh, you. And why not use it? There's no point not using it. What the hell happened? I don't know what just happened. But my charge is full. I should have no problem. Nope, taking her out. For those who come after.
Bad for the oldest man in Lumiere.
Congratulations.
Okay.
You beat a team.
I assume that there must be some, because if you get to the expedition, I'm pretty sure there's a very high chance that he is not the oldest, because there's many dudes in there on that thing. Okay, I got a token. All right.
Welcome back.
So that's the artifact. Do I want the artifact? It's the old key. It'll come in handy later on. Oh, here's the guy. This is the guy I'm looking for. Okay, let's turn the auto on, so I gotta push the button every time.
Tomorrow you'll be street.
It's tomorrow.
He's gonna ask, and I'm going to kind of some lore for this world right now.
How many years ago was the fracture?
You're kidding. This is your question.
Yes. When did our world break apart and our luminous city get thrown into the middle of the ocean? Was the fracture?
So there's a little bit of lore. This little island that you would think is just some island town or whatever in I guess France. Yeah, because if you look in the background, the certain part of the scene, you can see the Eiffel Tower in the back. Anyways, that this part of the continent, basically their main continent they were a part of, this land broke off in something called the fracture, which I don't know exactly what caused it. Find out later, maybe we won't. And yeah, they got split apart, and anytime that anybody has went across to explore the old continent, at least recently after whatever happened to make a fracture happen, wouldn't come back. And we'll get into see how many. Well, you're gonna say when's the fracture? The fracture was 6-7 years ago, because it was 33 67 makes 100. So
67.
Brilliant. I can see.
What are you talking about? Every child knows this. The monolith's essentially a reverse calendar, counting down since the fracture happened in year 100.
Right, fine.
and for whatever reason they started to count their years at 100. I don't know if that's just the thing that they just started doing. How'd they keep up with the number of the continent, the number of the year before this happened? I don't know. Doesn't really get explained. Alright, it says when did the first expedition depart? Which was the first expedition to depart? So you would think they're talking about 100 years from the fracture. You would think, 33, we're 32, I guess technically when we're going to our expedition, which we are expedition 33, but we're 32. So you would think, okay, first expedition that happened at the fracture was 100 years ago, would be 100. But then again, they would be 99. So is it 99 or is it 100? No, it's 0.
Expedition 0.
Correct.
It annoys me too!
Year 100. We call Expedition 100. Makes no sense.
Exactly what I said.
Right, last one. Get it right, and maybe I'll give you a token. What is aluminum?
What he's asking me about what Lumina is, which he's literally a scientist that specifies in Lumina. Anyways, all right, abilities to energize your by using pigtails and batter. All right, so now we get this last item.
Ready for your new haircut?
Yep, I'm ready for a haircut.
All right, let's see what you've got.
I just had a new haircut not so long ago. Shout out my hair cutter. I guess if a woman works at a salon and cuts a man's hair, is she technically a barber?
You'll die with a gorgeous head of hair.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I usually keep this hair the whole game. This favorite hairstyle is just so clean and neat. Alright, so we can move on, I guess.
The chief counselor, what? Still mad?
This is the definition.
I've heard you say otherwise.
You and I both know the political complexities that necessitate the expedition. It's vital
Wow.
for the team.
Should
Talking a whole
be
bunch of nonsense.
motivating. They might just find a guillotine.
There are so many things you can contribute to here.
So, by the way, this is her sister. She is the mayor of the town. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she's like something like that.
You've got it well in hand.
So she's got a few years to go.
Out there, and win us a chance to live.
We're never going to see each other again.
You're so busy anyway.
Just take care of Mayel, okay?
Are they twins?
Not her jailers. She really wants off this island.
I know a lot about this game, but if they're twins, it would make sense.
You mean the one you so kindly wrote?
Just suggestions.
I do. Anyway.
So I do love that about this game too. Like, they literally made this game. Like, there's certain things in this game that they make in big story elements that are literally made for people to be online, discuss, debate. And it's a lot of times the debates that they have, there's no right or wrong. They're all opinions. You have different opinions about characters do and how they do it and what their motivations are. And you could be two people that have opposing ideals, and you see one in one way, and then you might live years and have more experience, and then you end up seeing it the other person's way. Or your life could just be, have certain tragedies that might shape you different, and you might see that in a different light, and you might disagree with that person. So it's lots to this game, and that's why I love this game so much. Clip that for YouTube Shorts. So I just kind of this very empowering speech that Amy just put for us, and shout out to her, man. She doesn't really do much in this game. That's not you hear her voice, I'll tell you that much. She's strong, good women. That's what I like. All right, so no talking. Let the scene speak for itself. So these guys are going on a land they know nothing about. Every single person that's ever come across this land has never been seen again. Looks old. But I thought he couldn't be over the age of 32. It's weird.
Did you survive the Gomage?
How did he?
Which expedition are you from? Fall back! Stop! Come on, we need to go!
It's just wild, bro. So yeah, this random old man just literally popped up out of nowhere who should obviously be dead a long time ago. I guess we'll find out later.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, a lot of cussing. I won't say a lot of cussing, but it's not cussing for the sake of cussing, but they do put it in there in a pretty noticeable way in certain parts.
Come on! Move! Fucking snap out!
Yeah, so this thing takes a good bit of time to tell me there's someone left the chatter. Just that man literally had his whole world taken away from him, and just like that. Watch people that he grew up with and planned this for years just die like that. One Gustav. So that second big scene is definitely an indication, like starting off at how crazy the story of this game is, that you can literally just have that moment of sadness It's really sad. Oh, first start off with that scene. You start off with. Let me start over. You get that scene that just so happened to be right after this emotional gut punching scene from the beginning, and then you go to this festival of hope and people are not let's say excited, but they're hopeful for what they can do and what the difference they can make. They go on the ship, they go across the water, they have all the vigor and piss and vinegar and their blood and everything ready to go. And you get hopeful and you get that happiness and that joy and that excitement. And then all of a sudden, bam, you got some guy that literally demolishes everything that you built. And you literally lose everything in an instant. It's just literally the first example of the fact that the game that you're about to play is a freaking roller coaster. And you better be ready for it because the second you feel comfortable, don't be. Love it. Alright, so this guy, he's been through a lot in the last it's in the last years. The last for us 20 minutes have been just literally he's lived the whole life of tragedy and happiness and sadness all in literally 20 minutes for us. So we're out in the world now. So this is I guess you call it. So basically, it's the city we're in. This I can't remember the damn name of it, but this is the world that it was broken off of, and this is a world that we know nothing about. There's rumors, but there's no literal proof of any of the rumors that they have. I don't even know how the rumors even get started if there's nobody to come back and even make any rumors, because there are some rumors that will get mentioned later in the game that I find out are really true. And yeah, it's just crazy. It's just to think that going to this place that you know nothing about, and then all of a sudden your whole squad just gets murdered right in front of you. And then the worst thing is you stop at this really looking gloomy shore, which I'm a spoiler, but it's called the Dark Shore, and you get murdered, and then you end up in this place. There's that fucking blue glowing flowers and a nice waterfall. It just goes to the way this game just pulls on your emotions and stuff. I'm going to actually probably stop the thing right here. I'm going to. It's a very weird dilemma because I would love to obviously play this game live, but I would love to play this game live because it just if I can get to an audience that will interact with me, which I was hoping that when I started this game, I'm kind of looking into how well it's doing when it comes to YouTube stats and stuff. It's doing okay, I think, with video on demand, like videos for, but live streams not quite as much. I reached out to see if maybe I might do one more stream, maybe, just to see what it's like, see if I can get some viewers in here. I would like to do this live stream, but I also don't want to sit there talking to myself the whole time. So, as I'm thinking, because if I did play this, it would be a long playthrough, and I'm actually not, the game. I know the game very well, when it comes to, the pictos and how to set up stuff. I know the game very well, it's just, I guess I got to get back used to the button press. So, I might live stream this for a little bit, maybe one or two more times, and then maybe when I finish my my Let's Plays, I will jump on this and start doing it, because I love this game. I feel like if I play it again too soon on recording, then I might I would just repeat myself, but not really have the same conversations I'm having right now, and hopefully I'll make it an interesting video if I do it. I'll probably cut up this live stream and post it, and if you enjoyed it and you waited this far because you enjoyed my discussion, I appreciate it, and I hope you subscribe and like and let me know that, so we can hopefully build this thing together. So anyways, I'm gonna stop it right here, and I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks.